And good evening. Welcome to Tiger, Georgia, on the campus of Rabun County High School, getting set for the first preseason scrimmage of 2025. Glad that you're along with us. I'm George Young alongside Byron McClure and our fantastic FPSN crew tonight. We've got about a minute until we will kick this one off. You see the Panthers coming onto the field. They're dressed in their white uniforms tonight with that red stripe down the side. The Rabun County Wildcats will come onto the field here in a few moments. Byron, I was talking to you this week, and I said, yeah, are you with me on Friday? And you said, oh, it's already here. It comes in like a rocket, doesn't football season?
We say it every year, don't we?
Yeah.
You get busy in the summertime, and, of course, we're not in school yet in Macon County, so I got that call from you the other day, and I'm like, oh, my gosh, it is time. It is already here. Football is in the air, and a great chance tonight for two teams that had a winning season last year to see what they've got here for this fall 2025 campaign.
Well, it is a beautiful setting here in Rabun County for football. The playing surface, as you can probably tell on our cameras, is turf, although in the early season, if you've got a great grounds crew, you really can't tell between turf and real grass, but it is a turf surface here at Frank Snyder Memorial Stadium.
Beautiful football field, beautiful complex. Notice as we pulled in here, the same contractor that is building the new Franklin High School is also making some additions here at Rabun County High School, George. So this campus continues to improve, and a very impressive one already.
So it's going to be the Rabun County Wildcats that will kick it away. It's going to be Kristen Vila, a senior for the Wildcats. That'll do the honors to kick it away. And we're about to get the preseason underway. Glad that you are with us. Anytime we're here at a football stadium on a Friday night, it is a good night. The weather has held as Avilia puts his foot into it, and we are underway. It's going to be a short kick about the 12-yard line, and it's a fair catch for the Panthers. I believe, is that Aiden Pitts? Yeah, it was Aiden Pitts that secured that one. And the Panthers will come out on offense first. As when you take a picture of our setup here, is we are literally standing on top of each other.
Yeah. A lot going on,
at
folks.
Rabun County.
Yeah.
But the Panthers offensively, obviously last year you lose Raiden Hervey at the running back position, and really an all-purpose position. We'll see who the Panthers tab to fill those big shoes, as it is Anderson Terrell who will be under center. He's got a hand, and it is Garrett Young on first down. Garrett able to get about 3 yards on first down. It will be a traditional scrimmage, meaning we'll have, obviously we just saw the kickoff, and we'll have 4 quarters. The halftime will be brief. The second half you'll see, at least for the Panthers, a lot of the second, third team members, along with some of the junior varsity players. And already I'll tell you, we don't have the entire roster for the Panthers, junior varsity. We have some guys up here, hopefully that'll let us know who's on the field. Flat pass going to be complete. Lance Parker able to get out to about the 35 and then was belted at about the 36.
George, you mentioned a lot of offense to replace from Braden Hervey last year. It will certainly be on the shoulders of number 12, Anderson Terrell, as he starts this 2025 fall campaign, and number 36 in the backfield, the sophomore, Garrett Young.
It's going to bring up a 3rd down and 4 as the clock ticks. And we've got some movement on first down, and that's going to be a free 5 yards, and that'll give the Panthers a first down, I do believe. Hold on here. We'll see if the Panthers jumped first. Yeah, but it's going to go against the Rabun County Wildcats. A little antsy early on here in the scrimmage. By the way, next week is the season opener for the Georgia schools, including Rabun County. And so this is their last tune-up before
they'll go down to White County.
Yeah, before the season opener next Friday. So it'll be 1st and 10. Anderson Terrell shotgun this time as he drops. Line holes. Can't find a receiver. Now going to go deep. And a man in the vicinity, I believe Brock Bradley was the man that he was trying to hit, but it is well short of Bradley. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, and the defender there every step with Brock Bradley. Anderson throws it short and a little right, and that's one of those, high-risk, low-reward plays there if you throw it up too far. So right there the receiver's got a choice to come back to it if he can. Nothing hurt, and obviously nothing open underneath right there, George.
So Anderson Terrell on 2nd down. Will set up in the gun once again. Now the goal shift as Garrett Young is a wing to his left. Terrell got a hand to Young, has a little bit of a seam, takes a hit at about the 45, still fighting. Garrett Young up to about the 49-yard line. Yeah, it's going to be close to the line to gain, but I believe he's going to be a couple of yards shy. So this is the first time we have been able to talk to you about something exciting this season for the Franklin Panthers Sports Network. Obviously, we're going to be on the road every week, and we're going to do as many games as we can each and every week, as it is a logistical nightmare as we have here tonight. But we're on. Cross your fingers as hopefully everything stays on. But we have schedules this year, printed schedules for football, volleyball, and soccer. 3rd down, right up the middle. It's a scrum. Looks like it's going to be enough for a Panther 1st down. It was Garrett Young once again. And we've got a bunch of pickup locations for these printed schedules. And we're going to talk about some of these locations throughout the evening. One of them is RSR CarQuest Auto Parts, locally owned and operated, committed to top-notch customer service. Decades of experience. Their team will make sure that you get the right answer and the right part right then. Conveniently located off of Depot Street, it's CarQuest Auto Parts. And they've got some of the printed schedules. Not going to be enough for the 1st down. It's going to be a yard shy. So 4th down, Panthers go for it at the 50. A hand to Young. And he trips at the line of scrimmage. I don't know, Byron.
Yeah, that's probably not going to be enough. I think a wonderful play there by number 15. That's going to be Reed Giles. And Reed is a big-time player for Rabun County. He's the returning leader in rushing and receiving and tackles for the Rabun County Wildcats. So definitely their best player, and he makes a top-notch play right there on a 4th down.
Also another pickup location for the football schedule, and along with volleyball and soccer, is Tipton Pharmacy, locally owned and operated. Tipton Pharmacy is Franklin's hometown pharmacy and can fill your prescriptions if you need compound or regular prescriptions filled. Go by and see them inside or their convenient drive-through. Tipton Pharmacy, 175 East Main Street. So the Wildcats' first opportunity on offense and a run play for about 3 yards. It is their stalwart in the backfield, Reed Giles. We'll hear his name a lot.
Heck of a football player. Again, a senior, returning leader in every statistical category, 5'10", 185 pounds.
Oh, 2nd down, 7. 3-yard gain for Reed Giles. Out of the gun. Fake in the backfield. Looked like busted a play. Trying to make something happen. A flag is down as the quarterback, Ty Truelove, wanted to flip it out quickly to his wingback, but he was covered. And there is a flag. We'll check it here.
Ty, a good-looking athlete as well, 6'2", 200 pounds, senior.
Long discussion here. Procedure penalty against Rabun County. Another location you can go by and pick up one of our football, volleyball, and soccer schedules. Poster size you can put up on your refrigerator or on your wall at work is Realty One Group Vive. Franklin's premier realtors. They're located at 52 Iola Street. Looking to buy or sell your home, maybe some land. They can do it at Realty One Vibe. On second down and 12. Turn in the corner. Turn it on. Some jets. Reed Giles able to gain about 8, maybe 9 yards. Reed Giles
comes in motion. Just a little quick pitch there from True Love. And you got to know that, of course, this is a scrimmage, right? I mean, let's be honest. I don't think you spend a ton of time studying this film, but they certainly know who he is. And by the end of the night, linebackers and safeties are certainly going to know where number 15 is when the ball's snapped.
Third down and 2. Fighting his way. Looks like for a first down is Lake Evans. Evans able to get up to about the 36-yard line. And that will be a Wildcat first down. 6:58 left here in the opening quarter of this scrimmage. And some behind the scenes here. I believe that file for the replay transition is the wrong one. That's why it's turning black. All right. Philip over here, our executive producer. Dave Lynn on cameras over here as well. We called the I don't know if it was the third or fourth or fifth string team in tonight for the for
You're not talking about Mally Pennington.
No. I'm talking about Dave over here. You know,
fifth string.
Yeah, we've got flags. We are literally next to each other. Usually this isn't the case. We've got cameras spread everywhere, and Philip is behind me, or I can't even see him, but he's right next to me with all the equipment here at Rabun County. No, that's right. It's the file. Doesn't have an alpha channel. Yeah. It's my fault. 1st and 5. Fake. Pass over the middle. It's going to be complete, and walking into the end zone for a touchdown is Reed Burrell. And the Wildcats will strike first.
True Love with a nice little zip there to Burrell. Just a little slant there back across the field, and honestly, Gabe Harrison there for the Panthers just got caught inside. Nice pass, though. And Rabun County on the board.
Ryan Avila on for the point after try.
Rabun County's got a player trying to get out there before they have to snap it. Kick is up.
That looks good.
Kick is good.
Extra point is good.
So, early on here, Rabun County has taken a 7-0 lead in their first offensive possession, able to drive right about 50 yards after the Panthers could not convert on 4th down at about the 50, and they take an early 7-0 lead. A couple of more places that you can pick up these schedules and are bringing you tonight's scrimmage here on the Franklin Panther Sports Network. KL Metals, your one-stop shop for metal roofing and gutter supplies, installation services, metal and shingle roofing, seamless gutters, and all the accessories. KL Metals, give them a call. Free estimate at 828-524-0761, located right off of the Highlands Road. You can pick up some of our schedules there at KL Metals. Also, Franklin Pizza Tavern, formerly Vito's. They've got some as well. A great place to eat off the Highlands Road. Salad, subs, pizza, wings, Italian dinners. They've got it at Franklin Pizza Tavern. They've got a big stack of our schedules as well. So it's going to be the Wildcats that will kick it away once again, as they kicked it off to the Panthers to begin this scrimmage. A traditional scrimmage. Next week, the Panthers will head over to Asheville School, and we'll see how that one is structured. Usually one of these scrimmages is 10 plays, and each team gets a chance on offense and defense. 10 plays, 10 plays, 10 plays. Not a traditional game, no running clock. They don't really even keep score. We'll see how that one goes next week. Of course, Sean Bryson is the head coach of the two-time defending state champion Asheville School Blues. We'll see them next week over in Buncombe County. So the Panthers come back out on offense for the second time. They'll be at the 30-yard line.
Starting on the far hash will be the junior Anderson Terrell.
Well, Terrell going to hand off to Garrett Young. Caught up in the backfield briefly, going to fight his way. And so far, Byron, we have seen Garrett Young getting all the carries for Coach Brooks' offense.
Not a huge surprise. I think the surprise punch will be Attic Sutton carrying the ball for the Panthers at some point, especially in some short yardage situations. If I'm not mistaken, that might be, is he out wide right here? Got a single back.
Yep.
Oh, nice catch, nice throw.
Brock Bradley to the 50-yard line. He takes a couple of Wildcats with him right to the 50. That'll be enough to move the sticks for the Panthers. As you see the pass to Brock Bradley, he's able to get some yards after catch.
Nice little toss there by Anderson to get it out quickly. While Brock was still underneath the defense. And a great grab, because about the same time the ball got there, Rabun County defender had a hand on the shoulder pad. So nice catch by Brock Bradley, number 8. Terrell in the shotgun. Handoff to Young, still fighting for yardage. And really 3 or 4 yards after the initial contact, Garrett Young is going to end up with about a 7-yard gain on first down.
And on the stop was Dane.
There's a big scrum there on our replay.
Gain of 7. It's second down and 3.
That's going to be 2nd and 3, so a gain of right at 7 yards for Garrett Young. Anderson Terrell moving the offense for the Panthers as the handoff goes right up the middle to about the 40, maybe the 39. That's Paxton Sutton getting the call. First time we have been able to call Paxton Sutton's name tonight. Looks like it's going to be enough for a Panther first down. The Panthers here on this offensive set able to move the football and mix into play. So
great job there by Garrett Roper, number 64, as he wraps back around and leads the way.
On first down, going to heave it, and that late flag, I was waiting.
He had it under his cough drops and everything. Couldn't get to it in time. A lot of hand fighting down there in that corner, and good toss by Anderson. Didn't catch the number on the receiver there as he goes back to the sideline.
Yeah, we had a wide view there on the replay. As pass interference going against the Wildcats. Dave apologizes for that wide shot there. We couldn't exactly see who that.
What'd you call it, 4th or 5th string?
Well, it's getting more and more like 6th or 7th string. Is there actually a 6th or 7th string anyway? We appreciate Dave.
So it's Lance Parker that draws the penalty down there for the Panthers. And that'll move them up 15 yards, where Anderson Terrell and the offense will take over here. First down from the 25.
Impressed with the offense so far here, Byron, on this offensive possession. The second, if you just joined a second offensive possession with the Panthers. Able to move the football and are chunking it down the field and loosening up that defense. You've seen Garrett Young a lot now. You're seeing some of the other backs get some of the carries. On a boot, they're going to heave it out. That's Sutton, and he is able to get to about the 19-yard line.
That is if you play the Panthers, you'll see that play a lot, right? And Addix does a great job getting out there. Anderson delivered the ball where it needed to be. But just again, hats off there to number 15, Giles, blows it up. And, just a great player here in the first couple of series. Doing some reading there on his exploits last year for Coach Gillespie. and really a leader for a team that ended up, let's see, they were similar to us, George, 6-5 on the year, 3-3 in conference, where the Panthers were 6-4, 3-3. So Giles certainly a leader for this Rabun County Wildcat team.
Garrett Young right up the middle. Takes on a Wildcat at about the 19. And he's down to the 13-yard line. And I believe it was Reed Giles. We've mentioned his name a couple of times. He was in on the tackle. It's going to be enough for a Panther first down. So knock it on. Pay dirt are the Panthers. They'll mark it back at the 13-yard line. It'll be first down for Anderson Terrell and company. A couple other places that you can pick up some of these schedules include Rusted Arrow Market on the corner of Porter Street and West Palmer, right across from the old Wells Fargo. Your headquarters for farm decor, shabby chic, antiques, Watkins products, squid cups, and a lot more. On first down, a couple of yards for Garrett Young. He's going to bring it inside of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 9.
Mace Waldrop getting up off the ground and signifying to his team, let's go. Hard-working offensive lineman. And I heard a lot of good things about this offensive line coming into the season. And you got to remember, this is our first live scrimmage here as for the Franklin Panthers. So Coach Brooks and company testing out a lot of stuff, I'm sure, tonight.
Anderson Terrell going to take off. And he is going to walk into the end zone, get hit at the goal line, but he's in. Touchdown, Anderson Terrell. Pay dirt for the Panthers.
Great job by Anderson there, just on the quick read. And this is this is what Anderson gives you back there. Not only can he make the pass, right? He is savvy enough to tuck it and run it and get those yards when you need them. And it adds another dimension to the offense.
So on to attempt the extra point for the Panthers. As it is up. And it is good. That was Juan Olvera. Able to get the extra point through the uprights. And we are tied at 7 with 1:32 left in the first quarter of this first scrimmage of the year for the Panthers. Wildcats take the field for the regular season opener next Friday. The Panthers are 2 weeks away from the opener, which will be at Western Carolina University's E.J. Whitmire Stadium against the Murphy Bulldogs. And we'll have that one right here on FPSN. Want you to head on by Divas on Main and pick up a volleyball, soccer, and football schedule. She's got a big old stack of them. We deliver them this afternoon. Fabulous boutique in downtown Franklin, specializing in everything you need for homecoming and prom. Like custom tuxedos for rent or purchase. They've got homecoming court gowns, prom gowns, and all the accessories. Their beautiful shop is located off of East Main, right on Main Street. You can't miss Divas on Main. And by the way, I do know when homecoming is. Homecoming is October 3rd, if you were wondering.
And there are a lot of people that are.
I'm sure they were. And now they know. As the kick is in the air.
Will take possession, first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
They'll take over at the 30. That was one of the movements from where it was originally scheduled, which was on September 19th. They had to move homecoming because Brevard, we won't get into that. But now it's on a Thursday night at Western. And they had to move it to the 3rd of October. Also going to be a busy night on October the 3rd as they're going to retire Jerry Greenwood's jersey. So the second chance offensively for the Rabun County Wildcats. As the hand goes left side, fighting his way for a chunky yardage. Evans able to get up to about the 41. That'll be an 11-yard gain for Blake Evans, and it's a Wildcat first down.
Evans only 5'6", 165 pounds, but he comes out of the backfield with his shoulder pads down and ready to go. Like a little bullet out of there, George. Picks up the first down for the Wildcats.
On first down at the 41. take their time at the offensive line. Shift for the Cats. And on a boot, deep drop, firing over the middle, has the receiver. It is caught at about the 45. It's like
another Wildcat first down at the 45-yard line of the Panthers.
Was Cooper Kowalski that was able to sit really in an area where the Panthers weren't, and able to play left field and secure that pass and fall down for a first down.
Just finding his way out there underneath the coverage. Lance Parker recovered with a nice little tackle to prevent any further damage.
Well, first down at the 45 into Panther territory, march the Wildcats. True Love under center. He's got that black jersey on. He's got a hand to Giles. Giles weaving his way towards the sideline and cuts up at the 40, 38, 37-yard line. He's going to be knocked out of bounds.
Number 31, Aiden Pitts.
Looks like it was Aiden Pitts in on the tackle for the Panthers. So a gain of about 7, maybe 8 yards for Reed Giles. Down to 22 seconds left as you see the replay. Giles heading out of bounds. We'll stop the clock. I'll say 9-yard gain here. True Love takes the snap, hands, first down, goes Lake Evans, and that may take us
Evans, the ball carrier,
to the other side of the quarter. And we'll stop the clock to move the sticks here.
By number 30.
Down to 15 seconds left.
The first down for the Wildcats.
Now they'll roll the clock. That may be the final play of this first quarter. They can get it off in 4 seconds. True Love does. Drops. Hear the buzzer. And incomplete. Or did he catch it?
Nice coverage there, actually, by Gabe Harrison.
That's the end of the first quarter.
That'll be the end of the first quarter here at Frank Snyder Stadium in Tiger, Georgia tonight. I'm George Young alongside Byron McClure. Heading up towards 8 o'clock. Glad that you are with us on the Franklin Panthers Sports Network. Turned out to be a beautiful evening here in Rabun County tonight. And hopefully the rain does stay away as and it pops up. I'm looking at the radar because I see some dark clouds. So it looks like it's far away tonight, so we don't have to worry about that. A couple of more places because there's a ton of locations that you can pick up our football schedules, volleyball and soccer schedules, including Sports Zone and the Franklin Plaza Shopping Center. Go by and grab you a couple of schedules from Sports Zone. See the fine staff, Denise and all of our fine staff in Sports Zone. You can drop by our location, Franklin Panther Sports Network in the Franklin Plaza Shopping Center. We'll have some schedules for you as well. Also, a shout out to a couple of our fine schedule sponsors, including Total Pool and Spa Solutions, specializing in maintenance and repairs for all models of spas, above or below ground pools. Our service area includes Franklin and Highlands. Give Keith a call. Talk to him. 828-200-1795. If you are in need of some pool and spa services, I tell you, he can set you up. Good guy is Keith. So it's first down. Check that, second down and 10 for the Wildcats on the other side of the quarter. Second quarter underway, 12 minutes left here in this first half. As the pass goes into the flat, complete, that wrestled out of bounds for a minimal gain.
Pass was complete.
Paxton Sutton comes up, makes the tackle. Paxton, a sophomore this year.
Catching the ball on that play.
Of course, that's the younger brother of Attic Sutton.
Yep. Was Hayden Cannon catching that pass from Ty Truelove, who settles in the gun this time for the Wildcats on third down and 8. Deep drop over the middle, over the head of his intended receiver.
Pass intended for Reed Burrell falls incomplete. That'll bring up fourth down.
Burrell was the intended receiver, going to bring out fourth down. And we'll see if they elect to go for it here or bring on a punting or the field goal unit. I don't know. It's kind of in that no man's land, a little far for a high school kicker. We'll see if Coach Gillespie do have a flag.
Holding.
You feel a little more freedom in a game like this, George. Nobody's going to record tonight's score in any scorebook.
That is very true. And
it's all about just trying stuff. And
that's what I want to get. It was holding it against the Wildcats. I want to, for folks watching, I know on Monday and I know all weekend, what was the score? What was the final? Who won?
Yeah.
And in these situations, I know the coaches will say this, it's really not all about the score. It's about getting playing time under the bright lights for kids that maybe have not been on the varsity level. Pass complete to Giles, and he's going to be wrestled out of bounds short of the first down.
Yeah, a little screen there. Took a minute to set it up. True Love played it perfectly and gave the ball to his guy, number 15, Giles. And kudos there to Paxton Sutton sticking his head in, but Giles had a full head of steam and delivered the lick there to Paxton Sutton. So first down, maybe.
Panthers will have the ball first and 10 at their
It'll
own
be first and 10 for the
55-yard line.
Panthers.
Well, no. Yep, okay. All right, I thought they were getting ready to move the chains. I was a little confused.
11:03 left here in Tiger, Georgia tonight. I'm George Young alongside Byron McClure, Philip Angel, our executive producer. Anderson Terrell going to roll out, fire complete at Sutton. Got some space, 40, 45, wrestled out of bounds at the 50-yard line. Took a tumble out of bounds.
Number 30.
That'll be enough for a Panther first down.
Been some real licks delivered here in the past couple of minutes, but nice play there. This time, Rabun County, of course, don't have the benefit of the replay, but somewhere the linebacker got lost and Attic Sutton was free to roam on that little boot out there. A nice little toss by Anderson, who does such a great job, George, of leading his back out of the backfield, throwing it to the right side of his body so he can quickly snag and continue running.
Stops the clock, 10:54 left. Panthers moving again on offense. First down at midfield. Terrell hands to Garrett Young, and Young is belted at the line of scrimmage. No gain for Young on first down.
Young with a little counter step up inside and then turns it back to the left, and he's met quickly at the hole.
It'll be second and 10.
Second and 10 for the Panthers. No gain for Garrett Young. 10:30 left in this second quarter. Glad you're with us on the Franklin Panthers Sports Network. The first of hopefully a bunch of ball games here on the network this season. Terrell going to flip it out in the flat. It's complete for about a 3, maybe a 4-yard gain. See where they spot him as it's Gabe Harrison able to get that flat pass from Terrell. Bring up third and long now.
Forced out of bounds after a 1-yard gain.
Good coverage up front by that left side of the offensive line. Braden McConnell, Anthony Montañez there on the left side.
They're going to bring up third down and only about a 2-yard gain, they'll say, for the Panthers. I'll break the huddle, take their time. Down to 8 on the play clock. Down to 4, down to 3. They get it off. Terrell going to set up a screen. Garrett Young, first down and more. Young down to the 36. That'll be enough for a Panther first down.
Tell you what, another lick laid there, this time by number 1, Lake Evans, and Garrett Young just got earholed there. He had no idea that kid was coming up from his right side, but a nice tackle. And if there's a kid out there tough enough to take it, it's number 36 in white. I can tell you that.
That's the definition of an earhole tackle on the replay. Had a good shot of that. First and 10 at the 36. Anderson Terrell settles under center. The split backfield for the Panthers. Franklin marching. This is their third offensive possession. Fighting. It's a scrum. Maybe a yard.
Paxton Sutton.
2 maybe for Paxton Sutton. That'll bring up second down. Also, a proud sponsor of the Panthers here on the Franklin Panther Sports Network, and our schedule is Parrish Contracting. They handle grading, excavating, land clearing, boulder and retaining walls, and he's a drainage specialist. So call up Parrish, 828-421-9528. He can help you out. Parrish Contracting, proud supporters of the Panthers. 2nd and 9, gain of just a yard for Paxton Sutton.
Josh Brooks wants to talk about it.
Well, yeah. The play clock, I think, was heading way down
Taken by Franklin.
to the final couple of seconds. And he had to call a timeout, and he'll talk things over. That is the first timeout for the Panthers, as you see on our live scoreboard. The timeouts. I'm going to give you a preview. There's our schedule right there. That's what it looks like on screen. There you go. There it is. And we want to appreciate everybody who has already picked one up or is heading out to one of those fine locations and picking up our volleyball, soccer, and football schedules. And we have. And the one thing I tell folks.
I mean, for years, George, this is how people knew when games were.
Yeah, well.
This went on everybody's refrigerator back before cell phones and stuff. And listen, I still would like to have one up on my refrigerator because it's not always convenient. And when you go into the kitchen every time and you take a look at that thing, you remember, hey, I really want to go to that game when Franklin plays whoever.
Yeah, absolutely. 2nd down and 9. As the hand goes to Sutton, and he's going to be stonewalled at the line of scrimmage. With all the technology we have, the world at our fingertips in our phones, we can ask Google AI or any chat GPT anything, and it'll spit out images and videos and all this stuff. You know, what is the one question that we continue to get on our Facebook page, email, Instagram?
Where's the schedule?
Where are they playing?
Yeah.
What's the schedule? Where can I find a schedule? So we fixed it this year. We'll give you a big old schedule. You can put it up on your refrigerator.
Well, having all of that digital capability is no good if it doesn't make you more efficient. There's nothing more efficient than having something printed in front of your face. So.
Absolutely. 3rd down and long for Terrell. Drops deep. Going to heave it. Has a receiver. And it is incomplete. Had a couple of guys around him. Lance Parker.
Pass intended for number 10.
If he would have caught that, George, he got away with a little separation push right there at the goal line. I don't know if the man on the replay there can tell, but a really heads-up play, and I think he was going to get away with it if he could have made the catch. But just a little push on that trailing receiver brings up a big 4th down play here for the Panthers.
4th and 8. They'll keep the offense out on the field at the 34. Deep drop again for Anderson Terrell. Going to fire. Has a receiver through the hands of Brock Bradley. Incomplete. And that'll be a turnover on downs. The second turnover on downs here in this first half for the Panthers.
Defended by Sean Brewster.
Certainly tight coverage, but a really good pass there by Anderson Terrell.
So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Rabun County Wildcats as they'll meet on the sideline. And, you know, in these scrimmages, they allow a little extra time between plays because this is just a giant practice. You got to remind folks of that. Some scrimmages, you'll see the coaches actually on the field. Next week, you'll probably see that. A lot of the coaches will be on the field. They'll be coaching them up. They'll be in the backfield, obviously not in the field of play. But you see that a lot of times. But this being the last scrimmage before Rabun County opens the season next Friday, they are playing a traditional game. Hand goes right up the middle, and he is slimy. Still moving is Lake Evans shaking a couple of tacklers right up the middle. He goes for about 5, maybe they'll say 3-yard gain. That'll be 2nd down And about 6 now for the Rabun County Wildcats.
Panthers with 3 down linemen right there, George. Kaysen McAllister, Liam Daniels, and Blake Garber. Paxton Sutton, and I believe that is Garrett Young, playing up tight.
On second down, couple of yards.
Lake
Evans.
For the 40-yard line.
Oh, third and about 5 now for Rabun County as we tick under 7 minutes left. 6:51 with a moving clock here at Frank Snyder Stadium in Tiger, Georgia tonight. We've got a beautiful sunset going on to the left here. There we go. Molly, there's the sunset. All right. Awesome. Now we got a beautiful sunset here at Frank Snyder. 3rd down and 4. True Love drops, fires, has a receiver, caught in stride. 50 up to about the 45-yard line. Reed Burrell going to pick up the first down for the Wildcats.
Reed Burrell, a lot to handle in that secondary for the Panthers. And True Love has found him quite a few times. Do want to give kudos there on the sunset shot. That was Mally Pennington, just a guy that he's the leader of my HOA back home, George.
He literally was drafted into service yesterday.
Yeah.
Pass complete, hit immediately at about the 34.
Pass is complete to Evan Page.
Page able to secure that one and pick up a first down.
Tackle made by Aiden Pitts.
About a 12-yard gain for the
Picks up another
Rabun
first
County
down
Wildcats.
For the Wildcats at the Panther 32-yard
Wildcats
line.
are moving offensively as True Love is getting in rhythm and finding some open receivers. Giles on the carry. Giles pushed back at the line of scrimmage, maybe a yard for Reed Giles.
And I am surprised because we have had a lot tonight. It's early in the season. These guys are fresh. You see them fighting for the extra yards. And I watched right there was at least 2 Panther defenders just stripping at the ball, trying to get it out of the hands of Giles. And, of course, he held on to it. I'm surprised we've not had a fumble yet, to be honest with you.
I agree. There's been a lot of trying to force the ball out in these scrums we have seen throughout the night. Gain of a yard, 2nd and 9. Reed Giles with it. 30, 20, still moving. Reed Giles shows his athletic ability and his quickness. Out of bounds at about the 15. Again, Pitts in on the tackle as he forces him out of bounds.
Watch his stiff arm. Pretty, look at that. That is pretty darn impressive.
First and 10, they'll mark it at the 15. Wildcats driving under 5 minutes left. 4:56 to go in the second quarter of this scrimmage game. First for the Panthers. Evans still moving. Evans was hit and able to scoot out of there and get about 3 yards. Do have a flag down.
Probably a face mask that late in the play. Panther defense certainly on their heels right now, George. Wildcats with their foot on the gas, and True Love indicating that it will be against the Panthers. And most likely a face mask as they were going to the ground, if I had to guess.
Also a shout out to another of our fine scheduled sponsor. It's Carson's Tree Service and Crawford Tree Service and Earth Moving. Businesses uniting to deliver all-inclusive tree care, grading, and more business to meet your needs. Just call them up for an estimate at 828-526-6213, or you can call 828-342-8152. So it's going to go against the Panthers. It'll be 1st and goal now for Rabun.
Is that my buddy Cheyenne Carson?
Yep, that's your buddy Cheyenne. As Tree Service.
What a reputable man.
And he is he's
give him a call.
All over the place. I've seen him everywhere. He's a busy man. Evans on the carry. Sutton grabs him, slings him down for the tackle. No gain on first down, so it'll be 2nd and goal now from the 5.
A real bow your back play there from Attic Sutton, who stepped in the hole and refused to let that be the scoring play. And most likely urging his teammates to have that same will, as they only have 5 yards behind their back to the goal line.
First down for the Wildcats. It will now be 1st and goal to go.
Fresh set of downs.
Pass incomplete in the hands and out of the hands of an intended receiver, Dane Tyler, as True Love laid it in there for him, but
pass intended for
couldn't secure it.
Is incomplete. It'll be 2nd down and goal.
Wanted to get in that end zone before he had the football. He knew he'd beat the first guy, right?
You got to secure that ball all the way in. Yep. Second and goal now for True Love. Shotgun now for Ty True Love. Giles wing left. He's going to get the pass from Ty True Love. Reed Giles walks into the end zone for Rabun County. They'll tack 6 more on and take a 13-7 lead. As you see the replay. Untouched. Great play drawn up by the Wildcats. Get the ball to their best player on the field, Reed Giles. 3:40 left in the second. We'll have the point after touchdown. And it is up. And it is good. That'll make it 14-7. Wildcats and the Panthers. Not in a good one here, Byron. We've seen both teams really move the ball up and down the field. We've also seen some pretty good defense at times.
Yeah, first quarter went by pretty quick, George, and that second one took a little bit longer. Rabun County went to the pass game and really wasn't able to get it, throw anything big behind us, but they just kept chipping away and concluded what was a pretty long drive there with a 5-yard pass play in the end zone to the guy who we knew coming in here was the best football player on the field for Rabun County, Reed Giles.
So the Rabun County Wildcats will kick it away to the Panthers here. And we'll get, with 3:40 left in this second quarter, back to action. RSR CarQuest Auto Parts is a place that you need to head to pick up one of our schedules. You know where the Panthers are playing each and every week, locally owned and operated, committed to top-notch service, decades of experience. Their team will make sure that you get the right answer and the right part right now. Located right off of Depot Street, CarQuest RSR Auto Parts. The kick is away, and it'll be gathered in and immediately blown dead at about the 10-yard line, as it was Gabe Harrison that was able to secure that one, but they'll blow it dead. I think that's one of the rules in this scrimmage, that no kick returns. So they'll start up at the 30-yard line, 1st down and 10. We just joined us.
Probably the most violent part of the game, George,
yeah,
so
is.
Understandable.
Well, you see that in the NFL.
Yeah.
Now, if you just joined us, we're a little bit past 8 o'clock, 8:15 now, and heading towards the halfway point in this scrimmage. Panthers able to take the ball, move to midfield, the opening possession, but could not convert on 4th down at midfield. And the Rabun able to take the ball and move 50 yards to pay dirt. Panthers, though, able to respond
Flag on the play.
and move the ball effectively and punch it in as we got a flag on the snap.
Left tackle a little quick there for us.
Ball start against the Panthers.
That'll move it back 5.
Move the ball back to the 25-yard
Minute 15.
line.
And you just saw the Wildcats tack on 7 more to take a 14-7 lead here in Tiger, Georgia tonight. Nice crowd on hand for both teams. It's a little late arriving crowd, but it's so early in August you don't really realize, hey, there is a football game going on. Slipping Preston Douglas at the 26-yard line. Able to get maybe a yard on 1st down. Yeah, I've talked to a couple of people this week, and I'm like, yeah, we got a ball game Friday, and they look at me like, are you smoking?
Feels early.
What? And then
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, well, it's a scrimmage. It's not
Yeah.
the real. It's not the real deal yet.
Yeah.
But,
I always say it every year, and like I say, there's people still, school hadn't started. There's people vacationing,
oh yeah.
the beach, the lake, the whatever.
Well, and Rabun County started this week, but the Panthers and Franklin schools, Macon County schools, what a hit! As the pass went out into the flat, but no chance for Aiden Pitts, and looks like he's going to be okay. He's hopping up.
Pass was complete.
He's going to bring up third down.
Surprise, surprise. Number 15, Reed
On the
Giles.
23-yard line. It's the money down.
He
Wildcat Nation.
he saw that one last night. He was ready for it.
What I was saying before the big hit, the Rabun County schools started this week. Macon County doesn't start until the 25th.
Yeah.
He's got another. We'll play a football game regular season before back into school. So third down and 17 after the massive hit. Terrell drops, heaves. We got a lot of contact. There's a flag.
Yeah, I was going to say that was pretty easy. I think my grandmother could have called that. That was pretty easy.
Peyton King out there, but yeah, he was mugged. There's the replay.
Yeah, they didn't. There for a second, I don't know if unlike earlier when the guy couldn't find it in his pocket, he didn't reach there for a while, but. No, Coach,
Pass
you can't.
interference.
Coach, you
Against the
can't use your
Wildcats.
hands to keep somebody from coming back to the football.
Pass interference. That'll be almost enough for a first down. It is not an automatic first down. I know a lot of folks get that confused, and we have a few times on the broadcast, but it is not in high school ball an automatic first down. So that was 15. That'll make it 3rd and 2 now after the penalty. It'll be 3rd and 2 at the Panther 38. And a fumble on the snap. But Anderson Terrell able to secure it, go forward, and I believe he picked up the first down.
Again,
Recovered by the quarterback.
that's what Anderson gives you, a savvy football player under center, what looked like doom and gloom, and one that most kids would have just fallen straight on. In his mind, he knew his team was falling behind. They needed a first down.
Panthers going to work quickly offensively. Pitch in the backfield, Preston Douglas. Douglas is hit and dropped. No gain.
That young man is everywhere. Reed Giles, number 15, on the tackle.
On replay, you see he was coming in like a missile and able to get the Douglas down to the ground. Again, the Panthers up-tempo offensively. Terrell, pass batted down. He was trying to hit Paxton Sutton.
Knocked down by Skylar Gunn.
And looked like a pretty good play call, but credit a Wildcat able to get their big mid up.
Correction, Ryan Yearwood.
Knock it down.
Knocking the ball down.
Ryan Yearwood, number 54, breaks up what could have been a big play for the Panthers and forces another 3rd and long situation here.
3rd down and 10. Minute 25 seconds left here at Frank Snyder Stadium in Tiger, Georgia at Rabun County High School. First half been entertaining. Very competitive first half. Now we've got, I thought there was a whistle. Yeah, there is a whistle on the far side. It's like maybe a timeout or injured player.
Timeout taken by the Panthers.
Big play right here, Josh thinks, and it's a, going into halftime, minute 25, George would definitely like to keep the football right here.
Head by Tipton Pharmacy and pick up your football, soccer, and volleyball schedule. Locally owned and operated, Tipton Pharmacy, Franklin's hometown pharmacy. They can fill all of your prescriptions. You need a compound or regular prescription. They'll do them all. Come in and use their convenient drive-through, or you can just go on inside and talk to the fine staff. Tipton Pharmacy located right off of East Main. As you come up Town Hill in downtown Franklin, they've got one of the schedules that we've been talking about all night. Something new this year. If you just joined us, we've been talking about it. Pick up your schedules. You know where the Panthers are playing. You know, perfect year for this because obviously playing at Western, all on the road this year outside of Macon County, you need to know where they're going to be. And at one point earlier, they're playing at 2 different locations, Rabun Gap and at Western, but it's all at Western now. So 3rd down and 10 after the timeout. Anderson Terrell is playing Houdini, somehow gets out of it. There is a flag down.
Penalty flag on
They
the
may
play.
get a face mask here, Byron.
Quarterback was hit.
Yeah, I don't know. That was Max Sinclair
Let's see here on the replay.
blocking there, and I don't know if he held him, and it looks like he just held him trying to protect his quarterback's what he was doing.
I see. It came right in 55's location. Probably get the hold. It's going to be a hold.
Against the Panthers. That penalty is
They're going to decline it, so it'll bring up 4th down. So you've got minute 16 left here.
Punting team will come on.
First time we've seen the punting unit. A good chance to get some reps in a game situation with the bright lights, the fans. See who's going to drop back and punt for the Panthers. Looks like it's going to be Terrell. Yeah, Anderson Terrell going to punt. You can hear the Brooks brothers all the way over here.
Little commentary.
A little commentary. I think that they were asking about a hold, baby. Terrell puts his foot into it. Angles it. Going to kick at the 35. Take a nice bounce, but be picked up and out of bounds at about the 48-yard line. A great return for the Wildcats. Was that Giles? Yeah, it was. Reed Giles on the return. He turned on the Jets. Look at it. Tiptoes that sideline. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Wildcats. Got a minute and 11 seconds left here in the second quarter of this scrimmage. We've seen primarily varsity players for both teams in this first half. I'm sure we'll see some of the second, third, and junior varsity players in the second half. At least that's typically what happens at these scrimmages. We've got a flag, and that's going against the Panthers sideline. As that one was way in the air. Unsportsmanlike.
Unsportsmanlike conduct against the Panthers.
That'll push it into Franklin territory. So we heard the screaming, and it must have gotten a little bit too much for the umpire or the referee to hear.
15-yard penalty, and we'll move the ball to
threw the flag,
15-yarder.
That'll push it down to the 37.
Rabun County in the shotgun. Brock Bradley and Lance Parker represent the back end of this Panther defense.
Trying to set up a screen. That was a bullet pass to Lake Evans.
A little hot.
Yeah, he could not secure that one. Had some blockers out in front on the replay there. 67 seconds left. True Love, shotgun. Grabs that snap on second down. Now going to be flushed. Heaves it out of bounds. As nobody was in the area, but he was outside of the tackle box. No flag. 62 seconds left. Bring up second.
Pass goes out of bounds.
That 3rd down and 10 for the Wildcats.
3rd down for the Wildcats.
Don't exactly know how long the halftime will be, but it'll be very brief.
I can't imagine they'll even go to the locker room.
Yeah. Maybe a couple of minutes. Get some of the guys ready to go off the bench. Low snap, able to secure it. Again, screen Giles, and he's able to secure it at the 40 up to about the 36-yard line. Fans on this side a little upset, thought that maybe it was a hit to the head. No flags on the field. It'll bring out 4th down, and I'm sure that they'll let the clock roll. Well, Coach France Gillespie. And it should take it down to about 10 seconds left before I'm sure a timeout will be called.
I just hear all of these grown men in the crowd, and if we were over there, we'd hear the same thing. Football brings out the best out of people, huh?
Gotta love it. 11 seconds officially.
Timeout taken by the Wildcats.
So the Wildcats will talk it over, and we'll see what they do on 4th down. I'm sure they'll go forward and see what they can do with the final 11.1 seconds left. Thanks to our fine sponsors bringing us tonight's action in our schedule, including Realty One Group Vive, Franklin's premier realtors at 828-370-8423. Office located right off of Iola Street across from the gazebo and Crabtree's. Looking to buy or sell your home or your land? Maybe you're interested in some commercial property. Well, contact Franklin's premier realtors, Realty One Group Vive. Panthers in action next Friday at Asheville School against Sean Bryson's Blues. That'll be another scrimmage broadcast. He brought the ducks.
Geese.
Or is it geese? Okay, they're geese. That Dave, you're calling the geese in. My goodness, Dave Lynn on our camera. 4th down. Being chased. True Love. Gonna heave it. 1 second left, and it's incomplete. They'll let the time expire. Let's see here on this replay. It looked like there was a chance.
That'll bring us to the end of the second quarter. The Wildcats 14, Franklin 7.
There's a lot of bodies right there. Well, it looks like Rabun County will head into the locker room. And looks like they may put up 20 minutes up on the clock. We'll see here. All right, well, since they're gonna roll the clock with about 20 minutes or so, we will take a break here. If you have not watched the Panther Pit documentary, here's a little teaser. YouTube and Facebook pages.
Join FPSN each month during the school year as we spotlight outstanding performances from student athletes with the First Citizens Bank and Corbin Dental Athlete of the Month video feature. It's presented by Corbin Dental, a locally owned dental practice providing comprehensive and advanced dental care in Franklin. With deep local roots and a passion for service, Corbin Dental takes pride in providing world-class care right here at home. And by First Citizens Bank, helping families and businesses make more of their finances for over 125 years. First Citizens Bank, forever first. Member FDIC.
And welcome back to Tiger, Georgia, on the campus of Raven County High School. George Young along with Byron McClure, Philip Angel, executive producer, Dave and Mally on our cameras tonight. And we're having a great time here tonight. Really, this is monumental because I know that this shocks folks when I tell them this. We have never been on the road for a football game. This is the first time ever. Isn't that amazing?
George, you and I, back before FPSN, used to do some games together on another medium, and nothing ever went right there either. This was, if you're wondering why, this has been, and thank God it's a scrimmage, right? It's our scrimmage, too. This has been fun.
It has.
Last minute, we didn't know where we were going to sit. We were cheek to cheek.
Yeah.
I've got I look like I'm looking through a pair of,
tinted
Stevie
windows.
Wonder sunglasses.
Yeah, these are tinted windows. And the fine folks over here at Wildcat Sports Live.
And they're great people.
Oh, yeah.
We're just all trying to fit in here.
At the last minute, they're like, hey, could we slide a camera right next to you guys? I'm like,
the small guy.
Well, maybe.
Yeah, sure. Why not?
We're having a good old time. We really want to thank our fantastic sponsors this season on our schedule, including Parish Contracting. They handle grading, excavating, land clearing, boulder retaining walls, and, he is your drainage specialist. Call Parish at 828-421-9528. That is Parish Contracting. Also, I want to send a shout-out to Realty One Vibe, Franklin's premier realtors, 828-370-8423, where you can stop by their office located right off Iola Street in Franklin. Also, have you checked out Divas lately? Well, Divas is your place to go for homecoming and prom. If you've got a student in your family, well, they are your place to find homecoming court gowns. They have custom tuxedo rentals. You can purchase it as well. Prom gowns and all their accessories. Visit their beautiful shop located at 24 East Main, downtown Franklin. You can't miss Divas. Fabulous boutique. Also, this is a great place to eat. They serve up great pizzas at the concession stand at home games for the Panthers in the gym. And then last year at the football stadium. We're talking about Franklin Pizza Tavern. So head by and check them out. Give them a call and place your order, 369-9890, FranklinNCPizza.com. Also, Total Pools and Spa Solutions. Appreciate Kevin. He is a proud sponsor on our schedule this season. They specialize at Total Pool and Spa Solutions maintenance and repairs for all models, spas, above or below ground pools. And they service Franklin and Highlands. Make an appointment. Get him out there to check out your pool or your spa if you've got an issue. Keith, good guy. 828-200-1795. 828-200-1795 is Total Pool and Spa Solutions. Also, RSR CarQuest Auto Parts is the place you need to go to pick up one of our schedules. If you haven't picked it up just yet, maybe got one this afternoon. I know all of our locations, they received their schedules this afternoon, but CarQuest Auto Parts is locally owned and operated and committed to top-notch customer service, decades of experience. Their team there will make sure that you get the right answer and the right part. Located off of Depot Street, it is Ours are CarQuest Auto Parts. Also, place you can go and check out, peruse, and then pick up one of the schedules. It is Rusted Arrow Market on the corner of Porter Street and West Palmer Street. Your headquarters for farm decor, farmhouse decor, shabby chic, antiques, Watkins products, swig cups, and a lot more at Rusted Arrow Market on the corner of Porter and West Palmer Street in downtown Franklin. Also, KL Metals, Kyle Ledford and the boys over at KL Metals. Let them control the elements, and they can do it at KL Metals. Online, klmetalsnc.com. Metal roofing, gutter supplies, installation services, they can handle it. Metal and shingle roofing, seamless gutters, they do it at KL Metals. 828-524-0761, located right off of the Highlands Road is KL Metals. Also, Carson Tree Service and Crawford Earthworks, they are the place to go. Earthworks, tree removal, they have teamed up to provide all kinds of services in Clay County, Macon County. Give Cheyenne a call today at 828-526-6213 or 828-342-8152. Proud supporters of the Panthers and our schedule this year. And finally, I'm going to tell you about Tipton Pharmacy. Their location, you can pick up one of our schedules. Tipton Pharmacy, locally owned and operated, Franklin's hometown pharmacy. You can fill all of your prescriptions. If you need compound or regular prescriptions filled, come by and see them inside, or you can visit their convenient drive-thru. And while you're there, make sure to pick up one of the fall sports schedules. They've got a big stack of them at Tipton Pharmacy. As you head up Town Hill, you'll see them there on the right, 175 East Main Street in Franklin. 14-7 is the score here at the break. Glad that you're with us. We didn't anticipate a 20-minute halftime in this scrimmage, so we're filling a little bit of time here and really telling you about our fantastic folks that are bringing you tonight's scrimmages. And throughout the season, we've got some fine folks that are bringing you FPSN here in the 2025 campaign. Franklin will kick off the season in 2 weeks. 2 weeks from tonight, they'll be at Western Carolina University's E.J. Whitmire Stadium hosting the Murphy Bulldogs at E.J. Whitmire, and we'll have that ball game here on the Franklin Panther Sports Network, YouTube and Facebook, in the unair-conditioned press box at E.J. Whitmire. There's air conditioned here in the Rabun County press box, and our cameraman, who will remain nameless, but you know who he is if you've been with us throughout the night, got cold. He had to go get some coffee. They're serving coffee at the press in the concession stand? Like a shot glass full of it? Okay. That's surprising. They've got coffee on a beautiful evening like this. We got about 6.5 minutes until we'll get the second half underway of this scrimmage. Byron, and very evenly matched, I thought, first half. Didn't really know what to expect. Knew about a lot of the players for Rabun County, some of the returners like Giles and Truesdale, and some of those guys, quarterback and running back, receiver, Trulove, as they call him, Truesdale, Trulove. But the Panthers have held their own against Rabun County defensively, and also have been able to move the ball. And I think that's one of the most impressive things, at least in my book, is the way that the Panthers have been able to put pressure on Rabun's defense and move the ball up and down the field.
Yeah, they certainly forced Rabun County to start going to the air there a little bit in the second quarter. Shouldn't say forced. Again, you're at home. This is a scrimmage, right? So these teams and these coaches really are just trying to test in live game simulation here who's going to do what, right? So, but we did play the run strong, and Rabun County in the second quarter went to the air and found some success. And again, they've got some really good football players over there, not just Reed Giles. There are a number of players on that side, Reed Burrell, Lake Evans, and you mentioned the quarterback, Ty Trulove, sort of leading the way statistically for them. But for the Panthers, Of course, a lot of touches for Garrett Young tonight. Some nice flashes there with the football. Anderson Terrell, to me, has played a pretty good football game, to be honest with you, George. He's delivered it on time quite a few times, thrown the deep ball in a way that's, let's say, safe, right? And really put the ball a couple times in the hands of his receivers and just not able to catch it, to be quite frank with you. But even more so, a couple of heady plays tonight by Anderson, and I just keep saying that's what you get with that kid. He's a gamer. He knows, he's aware of his situation, aware of the game situation, and while some kids will be doing well to flop on a fumble like he did, like on that fourth down play, he actually picked it up and knew just 2 yards would get him and his team another set of downs, and he was able to make it happen. So nice play tonight by Anderson Terrell. Defense has been pretty solid. Again, they have been tested in the secondary by True Love, a really good quarterback, mobile, can move out of the pocket and put it where it needs to be. And Reed Burrell, a formidable receiver there for the Rabun County Wildcats, continues to put pressure on the back end of our defense. And so far the scoring tonight, George, only 7 points on the board for your Panthers, and that was a score by Anderson Terrell, who ran it in from about 10 yards out on a little read play there. Just sort of took a step inside, froze the linebackers, and went right back out around the end and scampered in from 10 yards out. That wasn't an answer to a True Love touchdown pass to Reed Burrell in the first quarter. That was about 10 yards as well. And the score that put Rabun County up, of course, was True Love to Reed Giles connecting there in the second quarter. And that's why Rabun County right now has a 14-7 lead on the scoreboard. And they will get the ball coming out in the second half.
Yeah, they did the Wildcats kick off to the Panthers to open up the ball game here. And you see the Panthers in their white tonight coming back out onto the field. And I didn't anticipate a 20-minute halftime, but they're trying to simulate a real game atmosphere here. And when I talk to Coach Brooks, and any coach, but I know I've talked to Coach Brooks about the scrimmage and just putting these kids, both sides of the ball, in a game situation where the lights are on. Mm-hmm. It is about the same time that you're going to be kicking off in a couple of weeks. You've got fans in the stands. You got people booing. You got whistles blowing. You got flags flying. When you get out there, it's a little different than practice.
Yeah. Yeah, and it gives you the chance. Let's say you got a position that's really up for grabs, and one day in practice this kid looks great. Next day this kid looks great. You got to remember, again, that's out at the middle school. No lights are on, familiar, situation. Let's put them out here with the Friday night lights on and some people in the crowd, and let's see who steps up and makes plays. You might even have a situation where someone like Garrett Young, who's going to carry the football for you predominantly from the tailback spot. How much and who can you squeeze in to give him a rest? Who's going to respond? Who's going to bring the game on a Friday night? And somebody that you can feel comfortable with sort of as a change of pace back, right, to either come in and get some short yards or perhaps provide a spark, a big play. I always talk about back in the day we had all those strong running backs, and we had a kid, you remember Kelton Lowry, George?
Oh, yeah.
And he would run that 46 and 47 counter T for us, and man, he could make magic happen. It was electric when he got the football. And perhaps we have some kids like that, and you want to see who that is. And there's no better way to do it than get out here under the lights on a Friday night.
Well, we're just about set to kick off the third quarter after a 20-minute halftime in this scrimmage here at Frank Snyder Stadium in Tiger, Georgia. Glad that you have stuck with us. We are about 10 minutes till 9 o'clock on this 8th day of August. It's a Friday night under the lights, and you can't complain about that. And we are glad that you are with us on the Franklin Panther Sports Network. I'm George Young along with Byron McClure, Philip Angel, our executive producer, running the show for us tonight and getting all the kinks out of all of the system. It's been about almost 3 months since we have actually done a sports broadcast. Of course, graduation and the athletic banquet, but it was, I believe, the 9th of May, the last sports broadcast that we did. So I have to get back into the swing of things. And glad that you have tuned in tonight. They put 2-3 more minutes up on the clock, so we got officially a 23-minute halftime here in this scrimmage. Both teams will warm up, and we'll get to the second half.
Just 20 minutes longer than what we thought.
Well, absolutely.
Yeah.
I thought it would be maybe 5 minutes at the most. Strategy in the second half for both coaches. I'm sure, and we've talked about this in the first half, Byron, I'm sure we'll see some of the younger players, some of the JVs, at least for Franklin, we know for sure some of the JVs are going to make it into the ball game here in the second half, and I anticipate the same for Rabun.
Yeah, I would imagine so. This is a chance. Again, you notice you've got some things tonight that are not in a traditional football game, and that is basically every kickoff is a fair catch. That's to keep injuries down. You notice that the quarterback, True Love, tonight, Rabun County's wearing a darker jersey, try to call attention to him. Nobody wants to get one of the other team's best players hurt in a scrimmage as you start the season. But, you know, in this second half, again, you might see here from the outset, you might see some of the starters go, a possession or two, but then you'll start to see, again, some of that experimentation of who else can step up in this position. And, hey, I've got this young JV kid over here. Let's see what he looks like. I imagine the end of this game will be exclusively younger kids, JV kids with a chance to play on a Friday night.
And also, we got to remember, too, who you see on screen, the black and white stripes. It's their scrimmage, first really action of the season as well. Maybe they got one under their belt last week here in the state of Georgia, but you see a lot of the referees more than usual here getting some reps in before the season starts. And then get back into the swing of things just like we are here with the live stream, because we'll have the season opener coming up on the 22nd of August from E.J. Whitmire Stadium, the campus of Western Carolina University. Franklin and Murphy will do battle. Olvera will kick it away for Coach Josh Brooks and the Panthers, as they're ready to go, but I don't see any return man for Rabun County just yet. There we go. Here come the Wildcats. They'll come out onto the field to receive the opening kickoff here in the second half.
I looked up, something didn't look right. I saw
Yeah. Panthers have been out there for like 5 minutes ready to go. Let's kick this off. But now here come the Wildcats. They'll drop deep to receive the kickoff from Olvera. And he puts his foot into it. And it's going to be gathered in at about the 9 and then blown dead there. And I'm assuming, and you know what they say about assumptions, Olvera is a common kicker name for the Panthers. We have seen many Olveras over the years, so I'm just assuming that this is the long lineage that continues.
I would think so. The genetic stock continues to provide for in the kicking area. So Matt Corbin, of course, I haven't seen Matt out here tonight.
I'm going to have to talk to Matt about this.
Yeah.
I need to get in touch with him. So it's the Wildcats on first down. They'll scrimmage from their 30-yard line. It's going to be, once again, their starting quarterback, True Love. That'll settle under center. And a couple of yards on first down. As we begin this second half. Looks like it was Reed Giles once again on the carry.
Second down and 8.
That'll bring up second and 8.
Love our Panthers, and we've got a lot of great football players. This will be the only time this year we'll see for the Rabun County Wildcats. Reed Giles, just a wonderful football player for Rabun County.
Second and 8. True Love fakes, going to go deep down the sideline and incomplete. A lot of hand fighting. I don't see a flag.
Pass intended for Reed
That's
Burrows, incomplete.
Peyton King on the coverage there for the Panthers, and a lot of hands being exchanged there. And I like it. I like it. I like to see, especially in a game where in the second quarter, Rabun County able to connect in various spots across the field, that we've got a defensive back out there fighting to, hold their own. Great job, Peyton King.
It's going to be 3rd down and 8. Shotgun, True Love. Fires. Tipped in the air, going to be intercepted. It's Sutton. And he is heading to the end zone. Touchdown, Franklin. Attic Sutton on the interception return for a touchdown.
We got a problem here.
Uh-oh.
We need to get a hold of that. Yeah, that don't know exactly. First of all, great play. Let's talk about the play. Yeah.
Return for a touchdown by the Panthers.
Yeah, it was tipped in the air. And then Sutton able to secure it and take it for 6. And there were some extracurricular activities there on the far side, what you were talking about, Byron.
Yeah.
But I don't think anybody in the
and it involved
stripes saw it.
Involved the True Love, the quarterback, and I couldn't catch the number of our player, but they went back and forth, and then offensive lineman, True Love's offensive lineman came to back him up, and they were all going toward our sideline. I thought, this could get bad. So
Oliveira for the extra point out of the hold of Terrell. Kick is up. And the kick is good. So we are now knotted up at 14 apiece with 11:09 left here in the third quarter. Just joined us, heading towards 9 o'clock. We had a 23-minute halftime here in this scrimmage. It was 14-7. Rabun County with the lead at the half, but you just saw the interception return for a touchdown to tie it up. So the Panthers now will kick it away.
Always a dangerous time there, too. On that carom and interception, run back, that's always when a team that just threw the interception is running down trying to make a tackle. A lot of times you got crackback blocks and, blindside blocks that take place. And I don't know exactly what happened there, but I do know this. It's not worth talking about more than the great play there by Attic Sutton. Great play, great takeaway play. And nice when you can take away and put 6 up real quick. Big boost for the Panthers.
You see Oliveira ready to kick it away for the Panthers, dressed in their road whites tonight. And it's a deep kick, and it'll be blown dead once again. No kick returns in this scrimmage here tonight. Invite you to head by and pick up a schedule if you want to find out where the Panthers are playing on the soccer pitch or volleyball, the Panther Den, or on the gridiron. We've got schedules for you at Divas on Main. They're a pickup location along with Rusted Arrow Market, Franklin Pizza Tavern. KO Metals has some for you. Realty 1 Group 5 off of Iola. And downtown Franklin, they've got a stack of them for you to pick up, put on your refrigerator. On first down, pass going to be complete, and then the ball pops loose, and it's a turnover. Back-to-back turnovers for the Panther defense as it was complete and then ripped out. We'll see here on the replay what happened. Yeah, just ripped out of the belly, and Franklin able to recover.
Mentioned earlier, surprised we hadn't had a fumble yet, and it looked like we had that takeaway opportunity just there. And George, while we're teeing this ball up right here, first down, you're talking about the kicking game.
Yeah.
You know who I miss? Daniel Riddle.
Yeah.
I hope somebody's listening and tell Daniel we're talking about him. The joke inside my house, and Daniel, by the way, not only a great kicker, what a talented young man. If you ever went to any, and you emceed the events where he played the piano and did all that kind of stuff.
Oh, yeah.
The joke in my house, though, Miles, my oldest son, said Daniel was at Franklin High School for 6 years.
It seemed like
he had the beard and the Thor hair. So
yeah, he looked like he was a grown man. You're right about that. There was a flag and motion on that left side going against the Panthers, so 5-yard penalty. You just joined us. Panthers have picked up back-to-back turnovers off the Wildcats. And now, after tying the game, have a chance to take the lead after the penalty. It'll push it back to the 39. Terrell drops deep, going deep, down the seam, and incomplete. Like it crossed up was Parker.
10 is incomplete.
He looked one way, then looked back on the other side,
15.
and went over his head and incomplete.
Looking over his left shoulder, and the ball was drifting back toward his right shoulder, and couldn't, when he turned around, couldn't find it, quite frankly, as you can see there from the replay.
So 2nd and 15. A traditional Josh Brooks offense with a split backfield now. And a man in motion. So we got some more movement on that left side.
Penalty flag on the play.
That'll push him back 5 more and make it a 2nd and 20 upcoming.
That's tough. That's a tough way early in your set of downs there to keep putting yourself in a hole.
It'll be 2nd and 20.
And George, I just want to call out one more time, man, what a beautiful facility here that we're at tonight at Rabun County High School. Looking over at the baseball field, just beyond the football field here, and the softball field lit up over toward our right.
There's a shot of the baseball field. Softball field, there it is up on the hill there. All AstroTurf.
Yeah.
On the softball and the baseball field. 2nd and 20 after the penalty. And right up the middle goes Garrett Young, and he is tripped immediately, falls down.
Looks like once again Lake Evans, another young man, we've called his name quite a bit tonight, just comes in and blows that play up. He's a senior, only 5'6", 165 pounds, but he finds his way into a lot of plays, as we've called his name quite a bit tonight.
3rd down. I'll crank up the music after just a yard for Garrett Young. On a boot. Throwing back and well over the head of Garrett Young was Anderson Terrell, but he was under pressure and had to get that ball out of there.
Pressure is right, George. That was number 54, Ryan Yearwood. 2nd time we've called his name out tonight. He was coming hot off that corner, and Anderson off his back foot had only one choice, and that was to get rid of it.
So here comes the punting unit for the Panthers. 2nd time we have seen the punting unit here in this ball game for the Panthers. We'll see if it's going to be Terrell once again. It will be. He'll kick it away. Anderson Terrell stands back at his 45, awaiting the snap. And he gets it out of there.
Ooh, blocked?
I think it just went off of his foot. It was a shank. Are they going to mark it is the question. Oh, wow, up to the 39. Wow. It's about a 5-yard punt, maybe a 10-yard punt.
And it didn't go off the back of the shoulder pad or helmet?
I don't know. Do we have? We don't have a replay, do we? No. No. 9:57 left. The Wildcats, after turning the ball over on back-to-back plays, will take the field offensively. Panthers could not do anything with the fumble as they had to punt it away. And we'll get a quarterback keep this time. True Love able to get out of bounds at about the 30, make that the 45-yard line.
Gain of 6.
About a 6-yard gain.
Down and 4.
Nice job there by True Love and Giles. Mesh point just sort of held it in his belly. And of course, our linebacker's bit there. You've got to get a running start to stop Giles. And, of course, the ball pulled right back out of his stomach, and True Love around the left side there for a nice pickup.
2nd and 4. True Love under center this time. We're in the black jersey. Hands to Giles. Reed Giles across the 50-yard line into Panther territory. That'll be enough for a Rabun County Wildcat first down. As we tick Under 10 minutes left, 9:44 here at Frank Snyder Stadium in Tiger, Georgia tonight. Glad that you have tuned in a little past 9 o'clock on YouTube and Facebook of the Franklin Panther Sports Network. I'm George Young, along with Byron McClure, Philip Angel, our executive producer. As we're seeing a very competitive scrimmage here. True Love going to take off. 14-7 after one half. Panthers able to tack on a quick 7 points after a interception return by Attic Sutton to begin things here in this third quarter. That's where we are right now at 14 apiece.
Move here by Gillespie, trying to stretch that defense out, letting True Love get to the corner. Wouldn't be surprised if he'll come back real quickly here up the middle.
Penalty flag prior to the snap.
Well, we have a penalty.
Offsides against Franklin.
Well, that's going to be off sides on the defense that time as Franklin jumped into the neutral zone.
A lot of movement going on there by the Rabun County offense.
First and 10 at the Franklin.
Couldn't tell who it was, George, but a couple of hats looked like they popped up.
First down, 36-yard line. Giles spins, 30. Out of bounds at about the 25-yard line. Reed Giles going to be close to the sticks. And some talking after the play. As you see the umpire and the officials separating the two teams. Oh, we'll shove there. That was what it was.
First and 10 for the Wildcats at the 25-yard line.
Well, we've got whistles. Looks like a timeout going to be called by Coach.
Timeout taken by Franklin.
Timeout on the field.
Yep. And it looks like the Panthers want to talk it over.
Rent seats, passes, and all sports passes available.
And I'll tell you about a couple of other fine sponsors while we have a chance of our fall sports schedule, including the fine folks over at CarQuest Auto Parts, RSR CarQuest Auto Parts, locally owned and operated, committed to top-notch customer service, decades of experience. Their team will make sure that you get the right answer and the right part right now. Conveniently located off of Depot Street, it is RSR CarQuest Auto Parts. Also, Carson and Crawford Tree Service. Businesses uniting to deliver all-inclusive tree care, grading, and more to meet your needs. Call for an estimate 828-524-6213 or 828-342-8152. Carson and Crawford Tree Service. So after the timeout, first and 10 for the Wildcats. Scrimmaging from their 25-yard line. Hand in the backfield, maybe a yard.
Lake Evans, the ball carrier.
Lake Evans able to almost turn the corner, but he is met immediately.
And on the stop was number 23, Luke Schick.
And we'll keep an eye here on some of these numbers, Byron, to see if we get some of these JV players in.
It was Luke Schick, number 23 for the Panthers on the stop.
Gain of a couple, 2nd and 8. True Love going to fire, has a receiver. It's caught, it's Giles. Giles down to the 13-yard line. And it's going to be enough for another Wildcat first down. As you see the pitch and catch here on the replay.
Picks up a Wildcat first down.
Preston Douglas into the game for the Panthers. And we are getting some new names out there.
Yep, we'll try to grab some of them as we go along. Hand goes once again to Lake Evans, and he is down to the 10, maybe the 9-yard line. It'll bring up second and about 6. Gain of 4 for Lake Evans. He's on the varsity side for Rabun County. We have called his name multiple times tonight. As we approach 7.5 left in the third quarter. And again, in a scrimmage, we mentioned this multiple times, it's not all about the score. It's about playing time and experience and getting some quality time under the lights. It's a scrum after a 2, maybe a 3-yard game.
Lake Evans again carrying the ball.
Lake Evans will come up off of the pile. And it'll bring up 3rd and about 3 for the Wildcats. 7:10 left in the third quarter. Next Saturday, make that next Friday,
3rd and 4 now.
the Panthers will be in action in another scrimmage. It's going to be in Asheville at Asheville School. Take it on the Blues. Asheville School Blues, led by Panther legend Sean Bryson. They've won back-to-back state championships. 3rd down. Into the end zone. Back of the end zone. Tiptoeing. Did he make the catch? No. Incomplete. It's going to bring up 4th down. A little premature there.
Yeah,
they have
missed
touchdown
the
up on the Jumbotron.
Not saying it won't happen, but not yet.
Be 4th down.
It probably should have happened, but it didn't. Let's just put it that way.
That's what I meant, yeah.
It's one of those that, yes. Oh,
yeah.
You know. All right. 4th down. Looks like they're going to attempt a field goal with the Wildcats to try to take the lead here. Kick is up. It's got the distance. And the kick is good. Brian Avila, the kicker. Avila makes it a 17-14 Wildcat lead now with 6:39 to go in the third quarter. Panthers will come back out on offense and again try to get some of the new players that are checking in throughout the evening as we go along.
Chris Jones out there for the Panthers. Also, Chris Mason out there on this kickoff return team. Of course, these guys won't see a whole lot of action tonight as they're just sort of going through the motions here. Not a lot of live action on the kickoffs, but looks like Todd Callahan out there for the Panthers. And C.J. Stamey, as well as Cooper Contino.
Good to see some of these guys getting some playing time. 6:39 to go here in the third of this four-quarter scrimmage. Did have a halftime, which we did not anticipate. They were going to have a 23-minute halftime, but they decided to make it as real as possible for all the kids involved, and that includes a long halftime that you have throughout the season.
Franklin will have the ball.
So Franklin will take over at the 30-yard line. No returns in this scrimmage here. Got really dark up here, didn't it? Looking to buy or sell your home or land? Contact them over at Realty One Group Vibe, Premier Realtors in Franklin at 828-370-8423 off Iola Street. Pick up a fall football schedule along with soccer and volleyball too at Evan Harrell's Realty One Group Vibe. I'm having to look out the window here as sorry, I'm getting right up in you here, Dave. So I can't see out my window. As the pitch goes, I believe we have a new number.
Garrett Young.
It is. Okay, it's Garrett Young. Garrett gets a couple. I'll make that 3 yards for Garrett Young.
Both teams still playing a lot of the starters right now. Yep. Not surprising, as we said, first couple possessions, third quarter. And I imagine in the fourth quarter we'll see it change to maybe some JV players. But right now Anderson Terrell is going to come to work. 2nd and 7.
Pass out in the flat going to be complete. for a couple of yards. I think that was Parker.
Pass
A
was
little quick
complete.
out over there to number 11. That is Gabe
Gain of
Harrison.
3 on the play. Moves the ball to the 36-yard line.
Gain of about 5, so it's going to be third and manageable now for the Panthers. Coach Josh Brooks, 3rd down and 4. We're going to tick under 5.5 left here in the third quarter of this scrimmage. Anderson Terrell, your signal caller, but he's going to settle under center. Traditional offense for the Panthers in the hand. Going to go for the first down, fighting his way to about the 41-yard line. Goes Garrett Young.
Garrett Young again carrying the ball. He'll pick up a first
You know,
down
George
at the
Garrett
41-yard line.
gets the first down there. I was so glad he got, as a freshman last year, got the opportunity to carry the ball somewhat and get started. I'll say about him that I've said about every great back that we've had at Franklin over the last 20 years. You watch these guys in terms of weeks and months and seasons become a better runner of the football no matter how talented they are. And I could go back and recount for you each one of them going back through the years. And I think we'll see the same thing with Garrett Young here. Does he have athleticism? Yes. Is he strong? Absolutely. But he's going to become a better running back as time goes on.
A reverse, and it works to the sticks. We'll see if he is able to get enough for the first down. Gabe Harrison got the handoff from Garrett Young, and he stretches. See where they mark it. It's going to be close.
Looks like it's going to be close, but I'm going to call it second and nope. We'll give it first down.
Oh, yeah, they're moving the sticks.
Big play there.
Sure was.
A little razzle-dazzle whoop-de-doo from the Panthers.
King goes in motion as Garrett Young gets the call right up the middle. Young
again
gains
carrying the ball.
about 5 yards.
Brock Brady
Going
on
to
the
mark it
stop.
right at the
Gain of 4.
45-yard line.
96.
Officially be a gain of 4. It'll be 2nd and 6 upcoming. Rabun County just took a 17-14 lead after driving down inside the 10-yard line, but could not punch it in, able to get a field goal to go up 17-14. Weaving his way in the backfield is Anderson Terrell, the
Evan
quarterback.
Page and Reed Giles combining on the tackle.
And he's able to gain about 3 yards.
Anderson
So
Terrell, the ball
third
carrier.
manageable once again. That's what you want in this Josh Brooks offense, Byron. We talk about it each and every season. You want to get positive yards each down and set up something that is manageable on third down, and that's what you've got here, 3rd and 3.
And again, you've got a quarterback that the defense has to pay attention to right here as well.
Firing it. Caught.
Man, that was
Parker climbs the ladder.
that was
took
a
a
great
hit.
catch. That was a great catch. I'm
it
not
here.
sure that was Anderson's best throw of the night,
Lance Parker.
but it was a heck of a catch.
Pick up the first down for
Just
Franklin.
it wasn't terrible, but a little bit behind, and he had to go up the
36-yard
ladder
line.
and get it. And of course, my goodness, exposing your ribs out there on a night when Reed Giles is running around is risky. But great concentration there by number 10, Lance Parker.
A first down for the Panthers. As you see, mainly the varsity players out on the field. It's Garrett Young going to get the call left side. And Garrett Young
again
able to
carrying
gain
the ball,
a couple.
tackled by Reed Giles.
And Reed Giles again on the tackle as he is everywhere on the field for Rabun County.
Gain of 2. It's 2nd down. and
I'll say
8.
officially gain of 2, so it'll be 2nd down and 8 for the Panthers here. Methodical drive here in the third quarter, down to 2 minutes and 10 seconds left. Anderson Terrell under center. And there's a fumble. Terrell picks it up and able to at least get possession back. Does lose a couple of yards, but that could have been disastrous.
Well, and that's another thing that scrimmages are great for is, again, you think you and your center know each other really well by practicing all summer. But when you get in a game situation, the night comes on and gets a little humid out here, you and your center have to trust one another. And so that snap situation there between Anderson and I'll be honest with you, I haven't even caught the jersey number there. We're a little bit at a handicap here with this tinted glass.
There's no doubt about it. I'm watching it actually off of our monitors over here with the two cameras that we've got looking through this tinted glass. I can't see much, so I'm watching what you're watching at home. That one was incomplete. Going to bring up 4th down. Going to be 4th and 10, and I'm sure they'll probably go for it here at about the 36-yard line.
Yeah.
And again, it's out of field goal range for most high school kickers. And we may get a timeout here. It looks like we will for Coach Josh Brooks. He's going to talk it over. That gives me an opportunity to tell you about places that you need to go, you need to visit to pick up one of our fall sports schedules.
Timeout taken by Franklin.
As one of those locations is Divas on Main, downtown Franklin. Custom tuxedos, homecoming courts, gowns, and prom gowns. They've got them all there at Divas on Main. So check it out, and you can pick up a schedule while you're in there. Appreciate Pears Contracting, our proud supporter of the Panthers here on FPSN. They handle grading, excavating, land clearing, boulder retaining walls, and they're your drainage specialist. 828-421-9528. Also, you can head by Tipton Pharmacy as you head up Town Hill. They've got schedules that you can pick up for absolutely no charge. They're your place to fill compound and regular prescriptions. Convenient drive-through. You can head in and talk to the fine staff in there as well. As on 4th down, Panthers are heave one deep and incomplete through the hands. We'll see the replay here.
I don't think you want to. I don't think that young man will want to either.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Right through the wickets.
Yeah. That was a tough one.
Gabe Harrison could not secure it. And he was going to, I think he knew that he was going to walk into the end zone. And he couldn't get it. So 1 minute and 68 seconds left. And Rabun County will take over. As we are heading towards 9:30 in this 4-quarter scrimmage. First of the year for the Panthers. Rabun County in action next Friday. They take on the White County Warriors as they open the regular season here in the state of Georgia. They opened a week before North Carolina. As again, looks like Rabun County going to keep most of their starters in. It's Lake Evans for a couple of yards. 2nd and 8 now for the Wildcat.
Panthers bring in number 41, Caden Berry. He's in the game there at on the defensive line as well. Weston Alberry playing up front for the Panthers. Trying to get a number on the nose tackle there, George, if you got it. Is it
We'll see.
Chris Mason, maybe?
72.
Yeah.
On 2nd down, again, about a 3-yard gain. A 3rd down upcoming.
The ball for the Wildcats out to the 41-yard line. That'll be 3rd down and 5.
3rd and 5 coming up. That may take us to the 4th quarter. Looks like it will. Both teams will head to their respective sidelines. And we'll flip sides of the field. 12 minutes.
Due to this being a scrimmage game, we will reset the score for the 4th quarter.
Okay, so they are resetting the score for the 4th quarter. So this may be when the junior varsity will come in. You see the scoreboard, live scoreboard here hooked into the fine folks here at Rabun County, their Jumbotron. And you see it reset. So it's 17-14 after the end of
So based off what you said earlier, George, no one no one should come up and ask us this week what the score was.
You have to go back and watch the broadcast.
Yeah, that's right. If they do, I'll say, oh, no, we won 100-0.
It was 0-0 tie.
I would say, get on Max Preps. The score should be on there. Oh, wait, what? It's not? That's because it's a scrimmage.
That's right. If you want to see what happened, you go back and you can watch it here on FPSN.
I don't know if Dave Lynn got any good shots. Famous Dave.
He's just there.
Famous Dave.
Well, his son plays. We may see him here in the
That's
second
right.
half.
Yeah.
We'll see if Jackson gets into the ball game here. We'll see a lot of the JVA plays offensive line, Dave's son. That's why I got
we might have to. We might have to mute these mics.
Yeah, well,
if Dave goes crazy up here.
That's why he committed to actually running the camera. He's going to be here anyway.
Yeah.
So he said, well, I'll come up there. Well, it's been fun here getting back into the swing of things. One thing I wanted to do, make sure we got all the kinks worked out. We got some new equipment here, and we got some new folks that will be helping us throughout the season. And want to get all the kinks out before prime time, which is 2 weeks from tonight. And looking forward to it there at what I'm going to dub the Gary Gares press box there at Western Carolina.
Should be.
It should be. I don't know why it already is.
Yep.
They're building a new one over there. Hopefully they're going to name it in his honor.
They should. They certainly should. And you talk about our staff, I want to just go ahead and warn everybody out there in Panther country. Mike Wood has said he might join us a time or two this year when he's not, living his life of luxury.
Playing golf
and
Grand Strand.
down at Myrtle Beach. So that's fair warning, people. Yeah. Fair warning.
Yeah. Well, I really hope that he'll rejoin us. I mean, it seems like it's been years since he's been with us, although it's only been a year, I think. But we love Mike, and he adds a lot to our broadcast. And hopefully he'll join us for a few games throughout the season. I'm sure it'll be a treat for him if he could be on the sideline there at Western. I don't exactly know, and I talked to Matt Bradley, athletic director for the Panthers, about this, which side the Panthers are going to be, either the far side, because, Western sometimes is on the technically visitor side, the non-press box side. I don't know exactly what. Okay, we're having some rules announced. Looks like what do they say, a simulated punt here? Okay. The hand goes right up the middle.
So, yeah, we're going to try to get some numbers here. Hopefully this will work.
We got a new quarterback in.
Now, I've got a question here. Would some of these guys, would they be on our normal roster, George? Or
Well, they announced that Kowalski was in at quarterback, but it looks like number 2. Maybe it's 3. He's got a jersey that is half tucked in. A pass over the middle is complete to Potts. Baylor Potts able to secure it. It's going to bring up third down as you see the replay there. Yeah, we see a lot of different numbers out for the Panthers as well.
Nice tackle by a good-looking kid there in the middle, number 9, but I do not have.
Yeah, I think that's just a varsity roster, unfortunately.
Yep. We gotta have somebody step up. Can we blame this on Dave?
Well, Dave, if you know who it is, yell it out.
Somebody's got to take the blame.
3rd and 4, pass complete. And it's going to be Potts again that will secure it. I think it's going to be enough for a first down here for the Wildcats. Nice pitch and catch that time by Kowalski, the quarterback that is into the game for True Love and the Wildcats. So if you just joined us, you wonder, oh my goodness, what happened? The score was 17-14. They reset it to 0-0 at the end of the third quarter, even though it still says on the scoreboard here it's the third quarter, so we'll fix that on our scoreboard there. There it is. Now it's the fourth quarter. This is the final quarter here of this scrimmage. So it'll be a loss that time for the Wildcats. It'll bring up 2nd and 14 now. And the one thing we haven't really talked about, Byron, since we don't have, unfortunately, a lot of the numbers for some of these kids that are out on the field currently, new conference, really new, but not new for the Panthers. Only really Brevard is a new. We got a timeout here. Wildcats want to talk it over. A new conference foe, but an old conference foe. They spent some time in a different conference. But the real big thing this season upcoming is the new classifications in North Carolina. They have gone to an 8 classification system. Yes, 8 classifications. Went from 4 all the way to 8, meaning that across the entire state there are no more than 62 teams in each classification. That would mean 31 in the East, 31 in the West, technically.
Right.
We all know that it looks good on paper, but when you get down to seeding, get down to the playoffs,
sure.
I know that 1A is going to have a lot of byes. I know that the largest classification in 8A, I believe they're just going to have everybody qualifying for the playoffs. It changes every week, so don't hold me to that. But that is one of the biggest things that's going to be different here for the playoffs, at least, and a new 8-team conference. So you lose a non-conference game, and you play 7 conference games out of the 10-game schedule.
Yeah, that is definitely. I mean, and that I will tell you, if you're athletic director Matt Bradley, it makes getting ready for the season a whole lot easier in terms of scheduling.
Yeah.
To have a larger conference and have 70% of your games be conference games. You don't have to find as many to fill in your schedule. But, yeah, we'll see how this works out, right? Like, no matter how you ever do it, there's going to be someone's going to get slotted or someone's going to feel like, oh, the road's easier down that way or what have you. And we've seen it throughout the years in different sports when they did the 1A instead of having the divisions. Yeah, the divisions. I mean, it is what it is. But I did want to say this, Zach Talent, thank you for chiming in there. He gave us the name to number 9. Of course, I give Zach all the credit in the world, and I lost his message here. Oh, Antonio Hernandez, a freshman. Good-looking football player. Thank you, Zach.
So they're going to head to the other side of the field. This is a simulated punt they're talking about here in the Franklin. Panthers will have the possession at the 25, I believe. There's the 20-yard line. I don't think I marked it at the 22. What'd you say? Your son in? Oh, okay. Jackson Lynn checked in. Oh, and then we got a timeout. So we got a whole new offensive line. Some of the JV kids are going to be the big bruisers up front. Another timeout. Looks like it's going against Rabun County, or was that a warning?
Dave, that's your boy?
It's amazing, isn't it?
Dave, what is it? Do you ride in on his shoulders to the game?
Oh, man. Obviously, it's Vanessa. It's his wife,
James.
That,
right.
Has nothing to do with Dave. Yeah, it is going to be a timeout for the Wildcats. I don't think they realized, the kids on the field, that it was actually a timeout, and so they were out there wondering what to do. Now both gone to each sideline. Again, this is a scrimmage, and so you get all this with the signaling. You get, come over here at this point in the game. This is why these scrimmages take place.
Yeah. Yeah, and look, if it's good for both teams tonight. We didn't talk about it much, but there was a few hot moments there that could have got out of control. It's good that both teams got some passion, and as they embark on a long season, it means something to them out here. But I'm also glad that we didn't have anything break out on these sidelines tonight.
So who's the signal caller out there? I can't tell.
Maybe Zach will tell us.
Oakley? Okay.
That's what I thought.
All
I couldn't.
Oh, it's Oakley Brooks. And shotgun there on the replay.
6 yards on the play. Make it 7. Second down and 3.
It was a gain of about 6 yards. It's going to bring up 2nd and 4 as Brooks fires it out in the flat. And taking a couple of Wildcats with him.
Yeah.
To about the
Pass is complete to
34-yard line.
Xavion Ensley.
Okay, that's Xavion Ensley. He is on
Picks up
The roster.
the big boy
33
roster.
yard line.
Nice play there by Xavion. It's hard for me to believe. I mean, I'm going to make him take his helmet off that's Oakley Brooks. Time goes by quick.
Pass complete out in the flat.
Pass is complete to number
Hard to
2,
believe he's already a
Preston
freshman.
Douglas.
Yeah.
That's to the 42-yard line.
Gets out of the pocket and delivers that pass. That's 2 completions
Second down and 1.
to start his high school career. And getting wonderful protection from the guys up front.
It's just 2nd and a yard now. And the Panthers will pick up the first down.
I don't know who that was, but
The ball carrier for Franklin.
31.
31. And if he got 7 yards on the play, 5 of it he was running backwards. We don't think JV rosters are posted on Max Preps, do we?
I looked, and they weren't this afternoon.
Okay.
They may have later on. After I looked.
Ooh.
A nice seam to about the 40-yard line
Handoff to number
in
10,
Wildcat
Lance Parker.
territory.
Who's number 10?
He moves it into Wildcat territory.
I mean, I know that Lance Parker's number 10 on one side, but that's another number 10. Sawyer Kinsland.
Yeah,
Well, that
Seiler.
Seiler, yeah. I know Seiler. Wow. Well,
Yeah.
Seiler has athleticism in his family. That doesn't surprise me. His mom's going to kill me that I repeated y'all for saying Sawyer.
Oh, Brooks out in the flat, going to be complete again. Big chunk of
Pass is
yards.
complete to number 3.
Yeah, Seiler Kinsland looking good.
Yeah.
Coming up that seam there. Man, it's just crazy for me. I sound like the old man speak here, but it's crazy for me that who's on the field right now in a high school football game.
Yeah, we used to see Oakley on the sideline throwing the football.
Yeah,
He was
running
about
around
3
with
foot
a
high.
gator.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And now he's out there all suited
Oh,
up.
look at Seiler go. Are you kidding me?
Is there a
Lance
flag?
Parker again carrying the ball.
I think there is a flag. Yeah, we got a flag back here at the
Penalty flag
38-yard
on the
line.
Back at the 38-yard line.
I'll see what the call is here. Right, the line of scrimmage, probably a hold. Yeah, it's going to be a shift. Illegal
Illegal
shift.
shift.
My buddy Scott Maslin checking in tonight
Oh, yeah.
from Charleston, South Carolina. Hey, Scott, thanks for listening. Zach Talent continues to school us here. Number 31 is Braden Greenwood.
All
right.
And number 10, Seiler Kinsland, he confirms.
All right.
Thank you, Zach.
At least we have somebody keeping us straight. Pass going to be complete.
Guys are
Pass is complete.
Kalen Chavis.
Chavis, all right.
Yeah, Kalen Chavis, number 4 on the reception. Oakley Brooks looks like he's checking out. We're getting another quarterback here.
Brooks.
3rd down and 2.
That's number 8.
Bryce Bradley.
Bryce
we're being
Bradley,
told.
yeah. Matt's younger son. Bryce is a golfer.
Yeah.
And a good one.
Yeah. He'll be under center, Will Bradley. Of course, his older brother was a starting quarterback a couple of years ago. Pass complete again, a big lane all the way down to the 9-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal for the Panthers.
Bryce Bradley connecting with Antonio Hernandez.
Number 9.
Pass was complete. It's a first down for Franklin at the 9-yard line.
All made possible by that protection from the left side of the offensive line.
That's right.
Dave Lynn's feeding me all these lines on paper.
Proud Papa, that's the right side of the offensive line, is a couple of yards on first down.
Tackle made by
Bring
Lane
up
Holcomb.
second and goal. They'll mark it at the 7-yard line. And this is taking a chunk of clock here, this drive.
My kind of quarter.
Yeah. We're at, what, 9:40. Yeah, this has been a long scrimmage. Again, the handoff, and into the end zone. Touchdown for the Panthers. Who is that, 31?
Hand off to number 21, Nash.
That Braden Greenwood.
Yep, Braden Greenwood. With
Braden
the
Greenwood.
tote, and he picks up
Touchdown for Franklin.
the score for the Panthers. It'll take a 6-0 lead here. We'll see who comes on to attempt the extra point. Or are they going to attempt an extra point? I don't know if they are or not. It doesn't look like they are. I guess no special teams in the JV side here. That's what got us all confused, discombobulated on our cameras here. So the Panthers up 6-0, 4:04. They did stop the clock here in this
Wildcats will have the ball
fourth quarter
first
that
and
they're
10 at the
allowing
30-yard
both JV squads to participate. If you just joined us, it was 17-14 at the end of third quarter, and they reset the scoreboard. We tuned away, then tuned back in and said, wait a minute, how do they subtract scores? You can't do that. They reset it at the beginning of this fourth quarter. So it'll be the Wildcats on offense. Again, it is number 2 out there, but I believe that just some duplicate numbers. Now we've got a whistle and another timeout going to be called.
Yeah, he is definitely not the 6'2", 200-pound True Love. I can tell you that. He might even be a True Love, but he is not the one that we've watched all night.
So the Wildcats will discuss things. They call timeout. Panthers across the way will talk things over, as we only got a few more minutes left here in this scrimmage from Tiger, Georgia tonight. Glad that you are with us. You have hopefully been entertained tonight and enjoyed some gridiron action, as I think there's some NFL preseason games tonight. Of course, college football will be firing up in a couple of weeks. The regular season for the North Carolina schools begins on the 22nd. Georgia schools, next Friday, they will be in action.
We're talking football and college football.
Yeah.
I know we've got a bunch of Georgia Bulldog fans watching tonight. Gunnar Stockton.
What about him? Yeah.
Let's go, Dogs.
On first down, not much doing.
No gain on the play. Second down.
Your sons are Dog fans. Max, you were talking about this coming down, Byron, the fact that he is there in Knoxville, Tennessee, and in the shadow of Neyland Stadium and UT, and he's a Dog fan. That's going to be interesting.
Yeah, there's he's going to be under a lot of pressure. We'll see if he buckles. Miles has already called it. Miles said he will buckle. He will be wearing orange at some point.
You could just root for him incognito. You don't have to be very boisterous about it. Chase did the backfield. They gave up.
Well, they can't hit him. That's why why he's wearing that jersey.
Okay, that was one of the rules. Yeah, you're right. Forgot about that.
Yeah, Braden. Everybody's yelling, and Braden, he's like, I can't hit him. I'm back here, but
I could grab him, but it's not touch here.
I made this oath before the game. Anyone wearing a black jersey, I wouldn't touch him.
They'll stop the clock. 3:11 left, third quarter, or make that fourth quarter with third down and 10 coming up.
Ooh, coming off the corner.
Did he
Yep.
touch him? Yeah, I
Yep.
think you can touch him, and then I'll blow it dead. Yeah.
That's supposed to signal the play over there. Again, nice little blitz, backside blitz there. Number 20. Again, don't know who that is.
Yeah. Who?
Who? Trey Dockery.
Trey Dockery. Okay. So we'll go to the other side of the field now. And they say a simulated 30-yard punt is what we're going to get there. And so the Panthers will take over on the other side at the 36-yard. No, they're going to mark it here. I don't think they marked the ball yet. No, it's way up here.
Franklin will have the ball first and 10 at the 46-yard.
They're going to mark it at the 46. There is some method to the madness here. 30-yard punt, so they just mark it from where the line of scrimmage was, right there. Mitt in the backfield, going nowhere.
Yeah, I don't know who that was, but he stuck his head up in there. Didn't like what he saw.
27.
Paused for a minute and just, whew.
Yep. 2 minutes left here in the fourth quarter, the JV fourth quarter.
The thing, and I'm sure that young man's getting his crack at it. But, it's like I said, it's even when you're playing with a bunch of other JV players or something about a Friday night. You got to make decisions quickly. It speeds you up and can't hesitate. And I'm sure he won't do it again.
Going deep, got a receiver. Out of bounds at about the 15. Was that Oakley?
That was
Bradley.
I think that was Bryce Bradley.
Bryce Bradley.
Throwing again to Xavion Inslee.
First down for Franklin at the 16-yard line.
Xavion's limping a little bit.
Yeah, he's motioning he needs to come out. So after the pass play, it's about a 40-yarder. They're going to mark it down at the 16-yard line. Bradley going to fire it out. Side pass complete, number 10. What was that?
Complete to Lance Parker.
Lance,
That was, Siler Kinsler.
Siler Kinsler. Kinsler able to weave his way down to the 5-yard line, so it's going to bring up. Is it going to be first and goal? They're going to drop the sticks? I think they will.
First and goal.
Yep, it's going to be first and goal now for the Panthers as we tick under a minute left. Junior Varsity about to tack on some more points if they can get to pay dirt here. Right up the middle, fighting towards the 1-yard line. That was Greenwood.
Gain of 5 on the play.
So 1 more yard before 6 more for the Panthers. If they can snap it here, we're down to 30 seconds left. It could be the final play. Well, they could possibly get 2 plays here. They get to the line. It's about the same on the play clock. We're down to 20 on the play clock, 22 on the game clock. Panthers do have 1 timeout they could use.
Oakley Brooks back at quarterback.
And the hand goes. I don't think, no, he's not going to make it. So we'll see if they call a timeout. Yeah, he's going to call a timeout. No. Oh, yeah, there's the clock stopping.
Loss of a yard on the play.
So it was a loss of a yard officially. So 3 seconds left. We'll see if the Panthers on the final play can punch it in or this scrimmage will be over.
Wildcat Nation, the Wildcats are at home.
How are you guys getting home?
Against White County.
I believe you drove, didn't you?
Following week, the
Yeah, but I said, how are you guys getting home?
We're
guys
expecting you to drive us home.
You guys got to pack all this stuff up in somebody's car, don't you?
Maybe we'll just throw it on somebody. I'm sure somebody's heading north.
I will. I'll go to the car and sleep.
Well, the good news about packing up, it's a lot quicker than setting up.
Yeah, it's true.
It's amazing how that works. So here we go, last play of the game.
It's Oakley Brooks once again under center. Fumbles it, able to secure it. And is he in? Yes, he is. At the buzzer.
Good for Oakley. Touchdown, Oakley Brooks.
So that's it. So the final the JV side was 12-0.
Supporting all the athletes. Please be safe on your travels back
And
home.
we're going to wrap things up here from Tiger, Georgia. It's been a pleasure. Glad that you hopefully enjoyed our broadcast tonight. We'll let you know about
Ladies and gentlemen,
next Friday
please help us tonight.
and the Asheville School Scrimmage. Plans being made. Byron, you won't be able to be with us, but we may still do that scrimmage. But definitely we'll talk to you in 2 weeks from tonight against the Murphy Bulldogs from E.J. Whitmire Stadium. We're going to have a full broadcast. I'm sorry, Dave. We're actually going to have some professional cameramen.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. Amateur hour's over, Dave.
Yeah, that's right.
Works out fine then.
You know what? He's taking us home. That's what it is.
That's
right?
what it is. Dave's taking you home. Yeah.
Well, we've got some great plans for our broadcast, especially at Western E.J. Whitmire. You've got a lot of camera angles. You've got a lot of places to put cameras, and so we should have a great broadcast coming up on the 22nd. It's been a pleasure. Hopefully you enjoyed our broadcast. Thanks to Philip Angel, along with Dave and Malley, our cameraman tonight, and to you, Byron McClure, as always. Great job. Till next time, I'm George Young. So long, everybody.